Welcome to Temple Builders Carpentry. Temple Builders, we problem solvers. Temple Builders, safety first. Okay, Temple Builders, today we're talking about two framing methods, okay? Right here to your left, we have balloon framing. And over here to your right, this is platform framing, or also known as stick framing, okay? I've heard this one called stick framing right here, the platform, more than balloon framing. Okay. Now let's continue. Now let's start over here with your balloon framing. Now, thinking the thin 2x4 wall framing so light it might blow away in the wind, the carpenters of the first building of its type coined the name balloon frame in between 1832 and 1833. Okay. Now, prior to balloon frame, you had something called post and beam construction. Okay, which is going to be timbers. You're using timbers to construct your structures or your homes. Okay. Now, one of the major differences between your balloon frame home or residence and your platform frame home, maybe you can see this because I tried to draw this accurately. Look at our studs right here. This is the major difference. Our balloon frame home stud runs from your seal plate. This is our seal plate right here on top of our concrete foundation. Our balloon frame stud runs from our seal plate all the way up right here to the double top plate right here up under our rafters. Okay, so it runs continuously throughout, your residence all the way up. Okay, as opposed to, look at our platform construction. Our platform starts right here with the concrete wall, right? You got your seal plate. Then look at these rim joists. Okay, you got your rim joists right here. Then you come on top, this is your plywood. You put your plywood on top. Then you come with a bottom plate on top of that. Okay, then you run your studs. Okay, then you got your double top plate right here. Okay, and this pattern is going to be repeated again right here at the top. So that's why it's called a platform, because you're repeating these platforms over and over. Okay, now this is also built like a layered cake. Okay, the walls are erected on platforms stacked like a layered cake. Let's go back over here to our balloon frame. Okay, now if you look at our balloon frame, we got what's called a lead-in brace. It's for racking resistance. You see this diagonal brace right here? Racking is this. Moving, your building started to move like that under maybe a storm, earthquake. This is going to prevent your racking. Okay, now over here on your platform frame wall, okay, you would use your paneling, because your platform frame, your stick frame construction right here developed after your balloon framing. Okay, so with this will prevent your racking, would be your panel, your sheathing on the outside walls. Okay, now let's keep on going. Now, before plywood, there was board sheathing. Okay, I want to also make mention that these studs can go as tall as maybe 3 stories. I believe you'll run these studs maybe 3 stories. Okay, studs up to 3 stories. Now, yeah, before the plywood, there was board sheathing. Okay, you might be dealing with, what it be, the board sheathing be out here on your exterior wall. Okay, you have board sheathing right here on your roofing. Okay, board sheathing right here on your floor joist. Okay, let's continue. Now, before your 48-inch by 96-inch panel sheathing, what that is, yes, your 4x8 standard sheathing, right? Framing spacing was arbitrary. Overlapping joists were common. What it means is, when these joists run, okay, you're going to come to a beam that these joists is going to sit on. Okay, and the joists would overlap each other on top of that beam. All right, Now, this is especially important when it says that framing spacing was arbitrary. Well, basically meaning the 16 on center, the 24 on center, okay? Your 12 on center wasn't really practiced during this time. You was randomly doing this. Why? Because you didn't have your standard 4x8 sheathing, okay? Now this is also important about your balloon framing, okay? Now, the stud cavities unbroken from basement to attic, okay, make insulating and firefighting difficult. Your stud cavity unbroken. Look at this. The stud cavity is open, unbroken. What this is saying is, okay, the reason why this is no more commonly used, and I have a book right here that that said it was banned, but if y'all know if it's banned, write in the comments. The book said the unblocked wall cavity spread fire rapidly. This led to its being banned in the early 1900s. So if you got a fire that's in your wall, look, it's nothing to hinder it, really, as it moves. You see, it's unblocked, your cavity, as opposed to your platform framing. Usually these platform frame homes, you see my blocking right here? This is my blocking. It'll be staggered. You have one right here and you have one on the other side, and it's continue on your floor. It will also be in your wall the same way, going horizontally, okay? So usually if a fire started right here, you have blocking right there, or a fire block to prevent that. But even if the fire gets past your fire block, you still have another platform. This is all mass. This is all mass of wood. So your fire will have to take time to burn through all this thick mass of wood, right? So the cavity is not unblocked, okay? The cavity is blocked. With this, your cavity is blocked with this, okay? Right here, it's unblocked. It's free to go, okay? Now, look at my joist. Look how my joist run. And look, I have a notch. This right here, see this board? This is your ribbon board, okay? This ribbon board is notched into my 2x4. It's helping support my joist, okay? Also, yeah, with another significant event that I read happened was a Chicago fire that also led to this type of framing being no more commonly used, okay? Now let's move over here. Oh yeah, this is called herringbone bridging. See how that's going? Herringbone bridging. Your bridging and your blocking is going to make your structure more rigid. All right, let's go over here to our platform. Okay, now structural sheathing panels replace board lumber or your board sheathing for all applications except trim. Okay, now in pursuit of lower labor costs, builders sought ways to simplify and standardize all aspects of building. The platform frame building developed in the late 1940s with 4x8 foot plywood floor, wall, and roof sheathing. And this is important right here, 12-inch, 16-inch, and 24-inch on-center framing was the solution. Okay, so since we now develop these 4x8 plywood sheets, right, or panels, so you had to come up with these spacing, okay? That's why you have the 12-inch, 16-inch, and 24-inch spacing, all right? So I hope this helped y'all out. I'm going to have a video on also post and beam and timber frame, okay? So if you like this video, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, become my apprentice, Temple Builders.